Hi guys, and welcome back to Life Figured Out with me, Cal, as your host. My goal on here is to come on and talk about a bunch of, positive stuff and things you could do to move forward, but just to be completely truthful with you guys, I have been struggling so bad. I've been just completely heartbroken over a number of things that have happened over the course of like 5 years. I've been through some serious shit and I never talk about it, and I'm going to continue to not dive into it on here, at least for now, because I'm very private and I would like to keep it that way. So I'm just generally speaking about any type of traumatic event, like a situation where your life was completely shaken by something. It's something that sticks with you on a daily basis. I think one of the most important things when dealing with a traumatic situation is facing it head on, not sweeping anything under the rug. Something that I find makes my struggle harder is being surrounded by people that aren't really mindful of what you've been through. I feel like there's been certain people that know everything that I've been through, and they just kind of forget about it, act like it didn't exist. And don't get me wrong, the last thing I would ever want is to be babied or treated like poor me. I don't want to be treated like I've been a victim of anything. That actually gets me angry more sometimes. Basically just the concept of it being swept under the rug. Like, I feel like you can't be surrounded by people that just want to act like it didn't happen completely and like out of sight, out of mind, because that's not what you need to do. As I said, a major thing for me dealing with what I've been through is not forgetting about it, is facing it head on every day and then seeing what I need to do to heal. When I let myself forget about what happened and just go on living life as if it didn't, and then it comes back in my head and I face it again, because it will come up, that's when I drown. Remaining mindful of what you've been through and also being surrounded by people that take it seriously, what you've been through, is like a huge step and a major key in the healing process. I feel like sweeping it under the rug is the worst thing you could do. For me personally, the last thing I would want to do is be babied, but also I do know who took my situation seriously. When dealing with any sort of deep pain, the best thing to do is take it head on and keep it in your mindfulness every day. If you forget about it and then just go on and like out of sight, out of mind, it's going to come back into your headspace, and you need to make sure that you're prepared for that and that it doesn't shake you. In my experience, it's just like the worst thing to do, to forget what you've been through. Never forget it. It will live inside of you every day in some form, but you choose what that form is. It could be something that you took head on and slowly heal from it, or it could be something that you completely ignore and it builds up inside of you and becomes this big thing where every time it hits you or every time it comes into your headspace, it completely shakes you and you might never take a step in the healing process. So it's really up to you if you want to take steps in the direction of healing or not. But really, sweeping things under the rug is never going to get you anywhere. So yeah, basically I'm just kind of in this state of like uncertainty. I'm the type of person where if there's like a problem in my life, like I'm going to work towards whatever I can to fix it. And I'm in a lot of situations right now where it's like I kind of have no control of which direction these situations I'm in are going to go. So basically what I need to do is take control of myself and just set boundaries and focus on maintaining my peace. So that's one of my biggest goals for 2024, is just protecting my peace at all costs. You know, it's a hard thing for me to do because I tend to have people-pleasing tendencies and I'm always trying to be conscious of other people's feelings. But I've kind of noticed that I'm super conscious of all these other people's feelings, and then I find myself in situations where I feel like those people aren't really conscious of my feelings in return. I get so caught up in this negative headspace because of certain situations I'm in, and as I protect my peace and do what I need to do to be peaceful, I've noticed already that the negative energy does shake me less. I'm in the middle of trying to figure all this out, but change takes a lot of time. Transformation takes a lot of time and healing takes a lot of time. I feel like when you're on this journey of healing and you start to improve and then you get knocked back down again, each fall becomes like such a harder fall because you're coming from like a higher point and then it's like you're back down. But I also feel like every time you get up from that, you become stronger. So the blows become harder, but then when you get back up, you become stronger. It's a very tough journey to transform yourself and to heal from deep pain. But it's something that you need to take head on and you need to face directly and see what you need to do to be okay. Yes, it's much easier to pretend like something didn't happen until it comes back around. We're doing the tough transformation, the tough healing here. That's it. There's no way around it. I'm grateful to myself to be putting this work in, and I'm so happy for anyone else out there that's doing it too. I know it's hard, but we're going to keep pushing, and it's all going to pay off in the end. I truly believe in that. I just want to give a shout out to all the moms out there. It's a completely difficult task, especially if you're dealing with other stuff on top of it. Personally, for me, in my situation, it's like I became a new mom in the middle of dealing with a series of traumatic events and not being healed from stuff in the past on top of it. Don't get me wrong, I've wanted to be a mother my whole life, and it is the biggest joy I have ever experienced. It's a full-time job, and then trying to heal yourself and face your trauma on top of it, it's a lot. There's been days where I've completely drowned, but also what drives me to get back up every time is the fact that I am a mother, and it's not only my responsibility to build a beautiful life for myself, but I now have the responsibility of building a beautiful life for my child. So even on those days where I'm like, want to give up on myself, it's not just about me anymore. And I'm very grateful for that. And I love the responsibility, and I'm so proud to have it. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate you. And also check me out on Instagram and Facebook at Life Figured Out Pod. I will see you next week.